As you listen, as you hear these words, something inside you begins to awaken. Something powerful, something ancient. Something that's always been there, waiting, ready, to come alive in a new way. Because you already know, genius is not something you learn, it's something you uncover, something you remember. And isn't it fascinating how the greatest minds of history, they didn't force their brilliance, they allowed it. Like a river flowing, shaping the landscape effortlessly. Like a tree growing, reaching upward without struggle. Your mind, your creativity, your genius unfolds naturally, beautifully, inevitably. Because right now, as you breathe, as your unconscious takes in these words, the seeds of transformation, they're taking root. The same way Leonardo saw the body as the earth, the veins as the rivers, the breath as the tide. Your mind now begins to connect, begins to recognize how everything is a pattern, how everything is connected. A book is a garden, a lesson is a seed, a vision is a map, and you're the architect of ideas. Tesla didn't build machines first, he built them in his mind. Mozart didn't compose music, he allowed music to compose itself through him. Einstein didn't memorize equations, he imagined riding on beams of light. And now, right now, your unconscious mind is doing something similar, seeing new connections, seeing the world differently, because everything you need is already within you, waiting to be activated, waiting to be unlocked. Because genius is not a skill, it's a way of seeing, a way of perceiving, a way of allowing. As you begin to let these realizations settle deep inside you, as your unconscious begins to integrate, you notice something, a shift, a clarity, a certainty. That every great idea begins as a dream, that every masterpiece begins as a vision, that every transformation begins with a single thought. Now, and what if? Just imagine for a moment that the only thing separating you from extraordinary ideas, from profound insight, from effortless creation, is the realization that you already have it, that there's nothing missing, that it's always been there, waiting for you to notice. Because the mind is designed to create, to connect, to innovate. It only needs permission. That you give yourself that permission now, a door opens, a doorway to possibilities beyond what you've yet imagined. Because when you think about it, the dreamer and the realist, they were never separate. The artist and the scientist, they were always one. The idea and its execution were always waiting to be brought together, to be unified, to be made real. As you go deeper into this realization, as these thoughts echo and expand in your mind, you might notice something interesting, a feeling, a knowing, that the greatest minds of history, they're not just stories, they're reflections of you. Leonardo with his endless curiosity, Tesla with his visions that ran on their own, Einstein with his ability to step outside of reality, Mozart who let the music flow through him, and you with a mind more powerful than you ever realize. And now that realization locks in, that belief solidifies, that understanding becomes you, because this is who you are. This is who you've always been, a creator, a visionary, a genius. As you move forward, as you think, as you create, as you solve problems, as you communicate, as you innovate, you do so with this knowing, with this certainty, with this truth. The genius, it's not something you have to become, it's something you simply allow now.